What's going on, guys? Today we are looking at second Inform Depay. Obviously he has got a few cards. This will be his 6th card. He's gone from an 83 rare, he's then got an 84 upgrade, an 85 Inform, 85 UCL, 86 SBC League card, and then also he's got this 86 second Inform. So the League card would cost you around about 220k to finish off on both consoles. Realistically, maybe worth it, maybe not. It depends on the packs you get. Obviously, there may be quite a few silver packs within Ligue 1, just because obviously there's some lower teams. So possibly could be worth around about the same coins once you've finished all the packs. The time and effort to do it compared to just buying this card is probably depending on how much time you've got, really. This card is coming at around about 78.5k on the Xbox and 84.5k on the PlayStation. Obviously, that looks like that can drop down very, very soon, as this card's not even been out a full day yet. So, realistically, I'd probably go for the 86. Looking at any stat decreases, this 86, the second Informer's got one more passing, one more shooting and one more dribbling, and then the has -1 passing. So, realistically, you're pretty happy with this one. It's got one more on the 2 stats that really make the difference. And this card overall, I thought looking at it looks really, really nice. So we'll go into some basic information. We'll then look at the attributes and the Chem Styles. We'll also have clips rolling in the background as well once I've gone over the attributes. And then we'll get on to what's good and bad about him and an overall rating. But if you do enjoy these videos, make sure you smash that like button. It's been absolutely crazy with the support. Also, let me know, do you enjoy these clips more than the gameplay? I find it actually a bit more fun to use the clips, as it really shows me what the player's done in the past 4 or 5 games. I think I played 5 games with Depay, or Depay, I don't know which way you say it. But anyway, so basic information on him. He is a 5-star skiller, which is very nice. He's got a 3-star weak foot, right-footed at 5'9" with a high attacking work rate and low defensive. So really, the only issue I can have is the weak foot not being 4 or 5. But again, that's nitty-gritty stuff right there. I think 3 is just as good, especially with this card. 5-star skiller is fantastic. High attack and work rate, again, that is really, really nice. 5'9", not being the most tall player in the world, but he's more on the ground, dribbles, very fast pace. That's more Depay's kind of mentality. So, going on to some of the standout stats that he's got. 92 acceleration and 89 sprint speed is probably the biggest feature on this card. The fact that he is absolutely rapid. Looking at his shooting, really the standout for me is the 87 positioning and 91 shot power. Mainly because I find that he was really good at getting them through balls, getting onto that run. Obviously, with the pace helping him out there, he was really good at getting onto them runs, standing on that back defender and being able to be open in that space. And the shot power was quite nice on him. Even though I didn't find him very clinical when it come to in front of goal, he did have a nice shot on him. Then we look at some of the dribbling side of him. 88 ball control, 89 dribbling was really, really nice. I think the agility as well, being 85 and 82, really stood out for this card. Very good on the ball. Just really felt a bit weak, which I'll get into when I go on the physicality. The composure of him was a little bit down at 79, and I really noticed that. I found that in front of goal, like I said, he weren't clinical enough. He weren't scoring as many as I'd like him to. He did have some opportunities that, to be honest, were really, really well saved and saved off the line, as you'll see. But I did find that he did mess up quite a few shots, so that for me is a little bit of a downgrade for him. Looking at some of his passing stats, 91 curve was very nice, especially if you want to put that finesse onto the go. I felt that was probably his best shot, as well with a low driven was quite nice as well. 94 free kick accuracy as well, just in case you're looking for a free kick player. Not bad actually, to be honest. I don't think I made too many free kicks with him, but nothing really that tested the keeper. But if you did have the right shot and right angle, definitely could produce some nice free kicks. Looking at his stamina and strength though, 82 stamina, which is good enough for me for a striker. I didn't really see too many issues with his end game stamina, so for me that's quite good. The strength is 83 and the aggression is 78. I really felt like he was being taken off the ball quite a lot, and that surprised me a little bit, as I'm pretty sure I used his first Inform and I didn't find that problem. But I don't know if it's because obviously defenders are getting better, and this card to be honest, is a little bit off the pace for my liking. Obviously, with the amount of strikers that we've got nowadays, you've got the Ibras, you've got all the prime moments who are absolutely fantastic. You've got the Ronaldos, Mbappe being up front. It may be that he's just completely off the pace in comparison to some of the real meta cards out there. But I did like this card overall. So, looking at the Chem Styles, we are looking at probably something to do with shooting. Realistically, pace isn't too much of an issue. If you really want to get it up and use possibly a Hawk, that is a possibility. You'd have 95 pace, 89 shooting, and 86 physicality. Voice went then. Or you can go for the sniper option, and you can get 92 shooting and 96 dribbling. Another fan favourite right there for me. I think the dribbling on this card was really nice, and with a little bit of an increase could get even better, which again is never a bad thing. Looking at Deadeye, realistically, don't really want to go more passing, as I don't think it's necessarily needed. So for me, I'm looking potentially more at either marksman, hawk, or sniper. I suppose you could go finisher as well, but realistically, I keep saying that word far too many times. It doesn't really have too much of an impact on me. I personally would go for marksman in my personal opinion. It gets his shooting up to 93, gets his dribbling up to 92, and then the physicality up to 85, and then obviously the pace is already 91. So for me, that is my standout kind of chem style for him. So let me know what you think down below. Would you choose a different chem style for him? So what did I like? What didn't I like about him? Well, start off, pace was absolutely fantastic. Thought he was really quick, very good on the dribble, really comfortable on the ball. The main issue I had was his actual rate of success when scoring. He seemed to do so many shots for me, and I think he only scored 3 or 4 goals in 4 games. I'm quite happy for a goal a game. That to me is not a massive negative, but I found the amount of shots he had to the amount of goals that he actually scored was a little bit disappointing. There, like I say, in the clips you'll see there was a couple of chances that got cleared off the line, or the keeper made an absolute fabulous save. But I still think in other areas, when I played with Alan Shearer, when I've got Ronaldo, they're always scoring these sort of goals. So that for me is a little bit of a downfall. But give him another 4 games and he may score 6 or 7. So I can't downgrade him too much on the fact that he didn't score in them 4, as it could have just been them sort of games that it just weren't his game. Physicality of him, I found that he was getting tackled quite a bit. Maybe it is my dribbling skills. It's probably not up to the 5-star standard right there, but he did seem to get pushed off the ball quite a lot, which I really didn't like, as obviously it was through on goal. There was stuff like that where I really should have probably even moved it away with a 5-star skill and it'd have been fine. But again, the strength on him wasn't incredible. I don't know if that has any correlation to the fact that he's only 5'9". Whether he was, say, 6 foot with them sort of abilities, it may be a different story. But again, it all depends on how you play with him for me. So for overall rating, I'm giving him an 8.5. I thought he was a fantastic striker. Really good for the budget. I think that is probably where the main overall comes. He's very good for the coins that you pay for him. 78.5k. Isn't that bad. Obviously you can probably make that in a week just by playing the game, not making any transfers or anything like that. So for me, that's definitely worth it. The pace, fantastic. The dribbling on him was really nice. The 5-star skills was absolutely wonderful to play with. Passing on him was pretty average. I'm quite happy with that. I don't expect him to be doing too much with that. But overall, just looking at the ball was very, very nice. So let me know what you think about this review. Do you enjoy the clips? Leave it down below. Make sure you like this video if you did, and subscribe for more content. We'll be coming out with some more of the Team of the Weeks, and then we'll see what happens with the next promo. So hopefully you enjoyed. Subscribe, and peace.